Hello people, this is your P and it's day 30. Okay, so been having a good day today. I did make some kind of mistakes and learned a lot from it. Not a mistake I can talk about, but yeah, it's a good day. It's a good change for me. Okay, so sometimes what happens, we listen to a lot of people, their advice, or um, you take um, into consideration different kind of people's opinions and etc. etc. It's good to do that, but at the same time, you should make sure you narrow down to what is really important and reason both your ideas and ideology to theirs, because ultimately you are the one who has to take the decision. So take in everyone's advice, but uh, let them not be an influence, but rather just wheels for your cart of decision making. So talk to yourself with logic and reasoning. That's what I'd like to say. Just don't listen to people, or just don't let people feed you with whatever they want. You be the decision maker, right? It can be anything. Okay. See, you can take in general point of views, but then you ultimately have to think about it, right? Okay, so yeah, and coming to this point that I've been telling in my previous videos to not socially engage right now. See, it's one thing I'm telling you not to socially engage is when you're aiming for something. Okay, when you're really aiming for something really high and you have to achieve it, you would have to do a little of sacrifice. And socially, yes, you do have to do it. So that means cutting off most of your friends and the timing when you're aiming high. So that of course doesn't mean you should go overboard and completely cut off and have no social relationship and nothing of that sort, even with your parents and all that. I've done stupid stuff. I mean, you could check it out in my previous videos. I used to tell that I did not feel any kind of connection and etc. But that was all done as far as I can look at it from the retrospect. Um, so don't completely disengage yourself from social connections, but keep them once in a while. Once in a blue moon, just call your friend, or probably text them or her, or talk to your parents. Have some kind of social well-being. You have to maintain. That's what life is. And coming to the next thing is that you got to focus on one thing, guys. So there are there are millions and millions of kind of things that you could improve on and etc. But start with one and try to make sure you are able to completely learn that one thing, one skill, one specific. It takes time. See, you have to dedicate time for any kind of thing. Okay, let it be any kind of skill you're trying to develop or anything that you're trying to do. You have to give enough time for you to get experienced and grow in it, right? So focus on one thing. Don't focus on multiple things and try to waste a lot of your energy, and you wouldn't really remember, or you wouldn't really be able to apply whatever you learned that you did. So try to narrow down your path to one single uh, skill or something that you wanted to learn. Another thing to keep in mind is that you have to regulate your media consumption, mostly because it can have a huge influence on you. It can have it can basically change lives easily. Media by means YouTube, Instagram, whatever other social platforms you are in. YouTube mainly because that's a source of different kinds of motivation, entertainment, and etc. Keep in mind what you're trying, what you're watching, how is it helping you, is it really worth it, what kind of entertainment are you watching, what is your heightened sense of entertainment, and etc. You also have to keep in mind that these actually shape your character, your attitude. So if you think it's not right, you should question yourself and come to a conclusion that this is not really good. Please change your media. That's the best advice anyone can give you. Most of how you grow is influenced by the outside world, and if that outside world or if that source of education from the outside world is not proper, you will turn out bad. So think about it, change your media accordingly, and adapt. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening.